It's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm up looking in the refrigerator because I can't go back to sleep. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna talk a little bit low because the wife is still asleep and the monster. Okay, so I'm running a few minutes behind. Happens to me every day. I go online to post and I end up seeing something else. And next thing you know, a whole hour went by. Okay, so I'm gonna lock up my house. The first thing that we gotta do is head over to Davis, California, do an estimate, then head over to Rockland. We're gonna get going over here to the storage unit and see if Cliff showed up, and if he is, we can go ahead and take off. I got my trusty friend Cliff with me. We're gonna go ahead and get in here and jump in. Cliff, say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so the job estimate went well. Now we are back on the freeway, headed over to Rockland, California. All right, so we are here in Rockland at the Rockland Self-Storage, about to get out and take care of business. Like I said, it's good for me to get out sometimes and realize how hard this work is and how hard these guys do work. We're all finished here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the dollies in and get this wrapped up and take off. This is my customer. Her name is Maureen.
No, you dare.
How did we do today, Maureen?
Fantastic.
Thank you. All right.
And we just enjoyed having you do us before and again this time.
Thank you. There you heard it. All right. That's what Chris Moves is all about. And thank you once again, Maureen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We're back at the house. We're gonna go in and see my wife and the monster. All right. Let's see if we can get in through this door. Ah, we're in. Man always has to have more than one way to get inside the house. Okay, I'm inside the house, and oh, there she is. There's the monster. There she is. Come here. Come here, monster. There she is. There she is. I'm gonna go get her. All right, I'm gonna go get her. Ah, there she is. Come here, I got you. We got an emergency in the room. We got something going on out here. Let me go check it out. Okay, so what happened, you guys? What happened?
She cut my hair.
She cut her own hair with scissors. What was she doing?
It was an accident. Don't get me in trouble.
Okay, so you took the scissors and cut your own hair
Yes.
because the rubber band got stuck in your hair?
Yes, I was trying to cut the rubber band out of my hair. It's a poo-poo.
Sienna.
Okay, so my monster's doing her homework now, and I had a chance to do my reviews and leave my post, but I seen something on one of my reviews that made me a little suspicious. Now, believe it or not, I'm in my business, and I'm in my 5th year in business, and in my 2nd year in business, I received a phone call with the block number on it. It was somebody pretending to be a customer. Long story short, by the end of their phone call, their phone number came through and it was another moving company. And I pretended like I didn't know who it was and I ended the phone call. Then I called them back a few minutes later and I asked them why they were calling me and harassing me and asking me these questions. So the point I'm trying to make is when you're successful and it comes to money, people will do some drastic things and some drastic measures. So I'm gonna look at this review that was left on my profile and figure out if it is another mover or if it's honestly a customer. So I'm gonna have to go back into my records for a minute, look at my records and go from there. All right, so the family and I, we took a break to go to the neighborhood store to get something for dinner, something to eat, and some dessert. Oh my goodness, look at all these pies right here. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, ooh, pecan pie. I ought to be ashamed of myself, but I'm taking one of these pies home. It never fails. Every time I come to the store to get something for
Look,
me,
I got a toy.
somebody else ends up with something.
It's a washing machine that works.
Yeah, it always works out like that. For some reason,
Papa,
the
can
only
you
thing
show
I
them?
get
Papa.
is the bill. Okay, so we are all done here.
Look, I got a toy.
$300 later. Okay, so I finished my investigation about that review that was left on my website, and I'm 99% sure it was another moving company. So the two lessons that I want you to learn from this is, number one, when you do become successful, you have to find ways to respond, not react. And you also have to remember that your phone number is not always blocked. So don't forget that one. I just checked the mailbox and I got bills, and more bills. Oh, that was an intense workout. I worked out about 5 minutes and 18 seconds. All right, that is it for today. That was my first episode. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about Draft Monsters Fantasy Sports and try to contact some of the professional sporting organizations. I wanna give NIKE a call and see if possible Draft Monsters Fantasy Sports can become an affiliate. Also, I wanna try to contact maybe a basketball team and or a football team. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget, your number is not always blocked.